Why your woman doesn't trust your judgment. You tried everything in the book, but she won't listen. You do this, you do that, you try this, nothing works. She's arguing with you, doubting your every move. Why is that? And what can you do to actually fix it? We're going to talk about that today. This is your host, Current Champ. Let's get into it. Okay, you're pulling into a parking lot and you're driving. She's in the passenger seat. You're getting ready to pull into a parking lot and you're getting ready to turn in. It's across the street. You're in the median. So you have to pull into the median and make that left turn into that parking lot, right? And you're waiting for the traffic to go. As you're waiting, you notice a car, you and her notice a car that's a little bit further away. It's the only car. You could make it if you really punch it. But you're not in a rush. You're just gonna wait till the car goes past, and then you're gonna go in right after the car passed by, right? Keep this in mind. Your woman says, go ahead and go. Get into the parking lot. You can go ahead and drive. There's no other car, it's just that car. It's far enough away, you can go. And you say, nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm not in a rush. The car's right there. It'll take 2 seconds for it to pass. It's not a big deal. She's like, go. Right? You don't go, you wait for the car to go past. Then when you pull in, now she has an attitude. Now she's all irritated. And then she tells you, see, that's why I should have drove. Because all that was unnecessary. So let's break that situation down. I want to break that down because that's just a simple example of a more magnified situation put in any position, in any altercation. Why is it that your woman feels the need to be the person in control in order to refrain from mistakes she believes you are making? She doesn't trust your judgment, so she feels the need to take control. Why is that? I would say it starts with you. It starts with the tone that you set at the very beginning. When you're dealing with a woman in general, the kind of mentality you want to actually have is, I'm just doing. I'm just gonna go. I'm just moving forward. You can come with me, but I'm gonna move forward, right? A lot of guys, they really concern themselves with what it is that their woman is thinking and feeling and making sure she's safe and comfortable and all this jazz. And that's not really necessary. She doesn't need all that. She's a woman. I mean, she's really just along for the ride and she's hoping that you know the direction. She's never gonna actually tell you that. Some will, but most won't. Because most women today, they're really uncertain of men. Most of them doubt men's leadership to begin with because they feel like, well, I'm not getting the results that I want. Therefore, I don't feel the need to necessarily follow a man, right? So they doubt every man so that way she can't get hurt or she won't be led down the wrong direction, right? But then you have these women, these same women that'll follow a Pookie or follow a Ray Ray or follow a Chad or a Tyrone. No problem. And she'll do it for a long time. What is it that they're doing that you're not doing? I can answer that. They're doing what they want to do. And they don't care whether or not she follows. That's what they're doing. They just do. They just act. They have an idea and they go. You know how when you tell your woman, I'm going to get some food. You want some? And she just loves that. They just love when you talk about going to get food. Because you made a decision. I'm going here. This is the place I'm going. Do you want something? It's not, well, babe, what do you think? Do you want to go here? What are you in the mood for, babe? It's like, no, I made a decision. This is what I'm in the mood for. You want to go. You know what I mean? You don't have to have this whole back and forth debate. And that's what a lot of these guys do. That's what Tyrone and Chad and all of them do. They just act. They just do. They just do stuff, you know? When you was sitting there at that damn median trying to cross the street and she said, you can go ahead and go, you should have been like, chill out, relax. And she go mouthing off and you be like, look, you want to get out of the car? Because honestly, if you want to drive, I can take you back home and you can take your own car and you can go. Because I'm not dealing with this. That's how you deal with that. That's the game. A lot of dudes, they get too concerned with her feeling super comfortable. No, I'm just going to do. And then when we get there, then we can talk about whatever. All right, when we get in here, we're going to make this plan. We're going to do A, B, and C, and D. A lot of guys, they just get way too concerned, right? You don't stick to your guns. I'm not saying don't take your woman's opinion and don't take your woman's opinion into account. I'm not saying that necessarily, but you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. She doesn't want you to actually listen to every word she says. Just kind of like, you know how people say take it with a grain of salt? It's like, hey, just take heed. I'm just throwing my opinion out there. You can take it or leave it. I'm just giving you my opinion on it. It's pretty much like that. That whole partnership farce, to an extent, it's necessary, but for the most part, it's really just kind of like, I'm just happy to be here. I just want to be a part of it. She just really wants to be a part of what's going on. Not necessarily on equal footing, but she's a part of it. You know? Does that make sense? So take your time, be decisive if anything. That's another thing. Indecisiveness, that creates doubt, because when you're indecisive, you're not making decisions. You're not definitive. Be decisive. Just go with it. Right or wrong, you went that direction. You made a choice and you're going to go down that road regardless of what happens. If you mess up, cool, we'll double back, we'll try it again. But even then, and even if you do make a mistake, you don't say a word about it. You head down a road, that road leads you to a dead end. You turn the car around and you don't say a word. And when she go popping off at the mouth, I told you this and that, you don't say a word. You just drive. Where you going? You don't say a word. I'm finna get us where we gotta go. That's it. And if she does try to get you popping off at the mouth, say, next time, tell you what, I'll leave you at the house and I'll just go myself. Now, if you want to keep talking about it, then that's exactly what's gonna happen. Anything else? That's it. You done. That's it. It's over. Conversation is finished. We're not doing the back and forth. You don't do back and forth. We don't do back and forth anymore. Men, we do not do back and forth anymore. That's done. That's why a lot of y'all confused now, because y'all letting your woman get in your head, get in your mind, and making you doubt yourself. You already know what to do. Even if you don't know what to do, you know where you want to go. Go, do it. Make the choice. Make the choice. Make a decision. That's it. Stop doubting yourself. That's the whole reason she's the way she is now. Because you keep doubting yourself. Anyway, that's the point. That's what it is. It's not her, it's you. You know? Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit the subscribe, and click the bell. That way you can catch up with any videos I put out. Appreciate you guys for watching. Have a good one.